Yeah, ready to go. It is your Classic Metal Show right here on theclassicmetalshow.com. That is Iron Maiden, brand new from the Book of Souls. That one is Tears of a Clown. That is a special request from Jackal, who said he loves that song.
It's his favorite off the new record, apparently.
That's what he said. He said he's been playing it. He's aiming to play it 525 straight days in a row.
Can he break the Nostradamus record with Book of Souls? Specifically, Tears of a Clown.
Yeah, because he is a ass clown. So, now, John, I got to ask you. He's a big fan of that band Night Demon.
Okay.
And he's been playing that every day.
I've seen it on Facebook. Okay.
Do you think anybody's going to care?
I don't think he cares if anybody cares.
Oh, I definitely think he does. He's a fucking ego hound.
I don't think he is.
You don't think?
No.
Then why would you post it on Facebook that you're listening to some record?
Because Jim is all about music, dude. He's always been, dude. Ever since I've known him. Jim, post in the chat room however long was ago that I met you, because you're
16 months.
Yeah, right. But no, he loves both the Gatlin records, and they came out in 97 and 99.
That's not a good selling point for his taste.
Okay, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that's how long I've known him. And dude, he really is just a music guy. Every time he's been in here, all he talks about is music, dude.
I know.
You know what I mean? So
I'm just busting Jim's balls, but no one's going to care about a Night Demon record.
Now, I do have to ask this because I don't do my research. Is Night Demon a local band, or are they national?
They're national, but their biggest market is right here. Bill Peters put them on the map.
Okay, because
honestly,
and I hate to say this, I'm not trying to disrespect any of them, but the album art and logo kind of looked a little bit not. It was like between national and local, so I wasn't quite sure.
It's shitty cheeseball, but musically they're very good. And we had the one guy on the show. I like the band. Don't get me wrong. Do not read that into any way, shape, or form that I don't like Night Demon. I do. But Jarvis is the guy's name. Jarvis Weatherby. Okay. Is the guy that we talked to on the show, and he's pretty much the lead guy of the band. And great band, but they haven't caught fire nationally at all. Really? Okay. But Bill Peters has put them on the map with Metal on Metal.
So are they an Auburn band, or are they a different label?
No,
so it's just a band that Bill really likes.
Just a band that Bill really likes, and Jackal and all Bill's fans. You know, and they fit the mold. They're definitely, they would have been new age British heavy metal,
like
1981, 1982 band. You know, but they're just but they're a today band. Okay. Yeah, good band. I am not slamming them on any level. I really do dig them a lot, but I don't think anybody give a fuck about Jim listening to them 550 times.
Well, I don't think he does it like for the attention. I think he likes music so much, and I would have to think that Jim's obviously got a lot of Facebook friends because he's actually a really, really nice guy. Mm-hmm. But people do know him as Nostradamus, so I'm sure some CMS people have friended him on Facebook. So it is kind of like his personality of look, I'm listening to something else like a shitload, but he's not doing it for the attention. It's just kind of how he is.
Well, I've listened to Hailstorm every day for a while. Does that count?
No.
I Am the Fire?
No.
I am the fire.
You know, I have to say that if I had a record that I listened to almost every day for a long time, it would have to, and this is not going to come as a surprise, but it's Van Halen, be Fair Warning.
Fair Warning, of all the Van Halens.
Dude, so that record is just, and you know what's, honestly though, among the super Van Halen diehards, all the really diehard Van Halen fans, all of them will say that Fair Warning is their favorite record.
Now I have to say my favorite Van Halen record, not that we're meaning to go into a Van Halen thing, but I'm a Sammy guy more than a Dave guy, and I played the living shit out of, and still do, pretty much once a week, even now. I play the Fuck record all the time.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, seriously, I do Fair Warning because I got all the 6 remasters on digital, so I've got it in my Amazon.
Okay.
But yeah, Fuck was my record too, for Enough of Carnal Knowledge.
Such a good record.
91, dude, I bought that, and it was I was 15 years old when that came out, and I had my mom take me up to I think it was called Hills at that point, in Strongsville, because we lived in Strongsville, and I bought the CD, and I ripped tape after tape, and I remember I lived right on the border of Strongsville and
Sure.
Berea, and I would ride my bike from Strongsville to Berea to my friend's house. I must have. That was good. It sounded like vomit almost. Anyway, but I had to have gone through at least 30 or 40 copies of like homemade copies, because and today, like, I can tell you every pick squeak, I can tell you every little
Sure.
like snare, like, you know, I mean, like every little nuance of that record.
Sure. The only song I don't like on that one is the first one.
Pound Cake, really?
I just never. I found it to be stupid.
Dude, I love that song because the groove is just.
I get it's an okay song, but the lyrics are pretty bad.
Yeah, well, you know.
I mean, and there's other songs on that one that have equally bad lyrics, but I like it anyway. Like Spanked.
Spanked would be Spanked would be the ultimate example. Yes.
Spanked is like fucking terrible lyrics.
Yeah.
But I don't care because I can envision spanking a chick. Fucking listen to that tune. You know, and Pound Cake. All right, I get it. The drill.
I loved it. Dude, playing guitar with a drill is so fucking cool.
Yeah, it was great when Mr. Big did it first. Sorry.
They did not.
Yes, they did.
When?
On Green Tin and 6.
What year did that record come out?
87, 8? 90 maybe?
I would have to question you on that. I did not know.
Green Tin and 60's Mind.
Playing guitar with a drill, Paul Gilbert?
He did something with a drill. It might not have been that song.
Wait, Mr. Big wasn't around before then, were No, they
Sure
weren't.
they were. Sure they were.
No, because Gilbert was doing Racer X in the late 80s.
They're in that era.
No, they're in that era, but I swear Racer X was the late 80s, and then Mr. Big was like 92, 90.
Paul Gilbert greater than Eddie Van Halen.
Technically, maybe, but...
No, not anyway. He has better headphones when he plays.
Dude. No, but yeah, I mean, I'll give you Pound Cake in terms of lyrics, but that groove is just, I mean, that's just...
It's a cool song.
Oh, my God. That whole record is just...
And Humans
I mean,
Being should have been on that record,
Oh.
right? Isn't that like...
No,
Outkast?
Humans Being was after Balance. That
Was it?
Yeah, that was...
That's
Because
a great
Balance was
tune.
95 and Humans Being was like early 96
Kind of a
for
cool
the
tune.
Twister
Shit
record.
video.
Yeah.
Shitty video. And Van Halen, for the most part, when Roth left, so did the good videos. They really didn't make any good videos with Sam.
Well, they even said, though, like for the 5150 record, they did the one for Dreams with the Blue Angels, and then they did the live, like, just to put something on MTV.
Yeah.
They had a cut from Live Without a Net,
Right.
which was Best of Both Worlds.
Right, good
But,
tune.
yeah, but they did the live video with Sam. They did Live Without a Net, and that's it.
Right.
And they specifically said because they didn't want to compete with Roth on the video front because they knew that Roth, that was his thing,
Right.
and they wanted to focus on, like, okay, well, he's
The
a
live thing.
Yeah, he's a video guy and he's all visual, but we're about like fucking just jamming. So
Right.
but
I just
jam.
remember like the runaround video. That is awful. Just fucking, they just
Yeah,
put
on the
him in the
spinning
middle of a
stage, yeah.
circle
Yeah.
and fucking played and ran that fucking thing around.
Yeah, that's
Terrible.
dude. You know, I mean, that's
Hated that video. And you know me, I love the Sammy era.
Oh, yeah,
that's
you and me
my
both.
era. But not so good on.
well.
videos.
I'll never question. I mean, like what is it? Come on, what's the finish what you started there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just black and white, and they're
Bad
like
video.
kind of, you know, they're doing that, and then I mean, you know, they had When It's Love was just a black and white. They're playing in an
Yeah.
empty bar kind of a thing. And I mean, the videos weren't great, but that's not what they were about.
No.
So it was basically a promotional vehicle, and they just
Right.
really didn't give a shit. Even Sammy said so in his book, basically. That
Yeah,
was,
just-
you know, with the exception of Right Now,
Right.
I mean, that was the one video.
And
that
I didn't
they-
like that video either. Just a bunch of stupid words. It was a pop-up video that went 5 minutes.
I forgot about pop-up video. Yeah, no, it really was. But I mean, that wasn't what they were about, dude.
Right.
I mean, it's, you know, that was Roth, and I think, you know, the history proves which band went right, because Roth was like, "Hey, look at me," and then he sold about 12 records after the.
Well, after the first record, he didn't do any. I mean, the videos for just like Paradise and whatnot were just bad.
Yeah, well, and what was the one even on the third record? What was the one with the pink Jeep, the big pink Jeep he had?
What was that?
I don't even know the songs because
Shoot it.
yeah, something like
Whatever that song
Yeah,
is.
and he even went so far as to bust out the song from the car, from the Panama video, that red Ford or whatever it was. Like, he's like, "Hey, look, I'm in the Panama car," just trying to get any attention. It's
Right.
like, Dude,
that third record from Roth was so bad. It's no wonder Jason Becker turned himself into a fucking vegetable.
That's so wrong.
He just couldn't fucking function as a human being anymore, so he just said, fuck it.
You cannot rip on Jason Becker. He's one of the greatest guitar players to ever
Dude,
live.
nice guy. I'll say this about Jason Becker, and I know I'm joking, but
All right.
Jason took the time to answer a 20-question interview with us, blinking it out. He blinked out a 20-question interview with me and Neely. We had to submit. Dude, you've never heard this?
No.
Jason was promoting something. I don't even remember what it was. But his publicist hit me up and said, "Do you want to interview Jason Becker?" And I was like, "He can't even fucking talk." And she was like, "Well, if you email us questions, we'll have Jason answer the questions." So we sent him 20 questions.
Right.
And he blinked out all fucking 20 answers. And I took it to one of those fucking online things where you can type in and it'll read.
Yeah.
And I recorded all 20 of his answers digitally.
No shit.
And then I recorded my voice and Neely's voice asking the questions, and then Jason's answers being answered by one of those computerized things.
Like the Stephen Hawking.
Yeah. And we got a lot of praise for it, but we also got a lot of shit for it.
Why would you get shit for it?
Because, of course, you had the fucking dick fucks that are just like, "You're just making fun of him, man." And we were like,
What?
Dude, we're trying to give Jason a voice that, nobody else has given him. And yeah, we took a lot of heat for that.
Why would anybody give you shit for that? You weren't ripping on the guy. We weren't
ripping up.
You were giving him a voice.
You know why? Because we're the classic metal show. If we were fucking talking metal or something, that would have been praised. But because we're so known for being dicks, people took it as we were fucking with them.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, that's the nature of this show. No matter, when we do some nice things, we still get fucking shit on.
Demon says, the Stephen Hawking of rock. Seriously though, you guys, it's not like you were throwing like your opinions in there and like trying to make jokes about it. Like
No,
it was
we
just
didn't.
an actual interview.
Yeah, it was, and we gave him a voice, and we still got shit on for it. But you know what? That is sort of the nature of the beast. When you attack the way we do sometimes, it comes with the territory. It does. And I mean, this even from my days before the classic metal show when I was on the metal show. Just giving an opinion about something, if it doesn't align with a group of people, well, they can't wait to attack. They can't just accept, well, one guy, me, one person doesn't like your band. Hell, your band. Your band.
Yeah.
I beat your band up.
Yeah.
I certainly beat APD up.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys understood but you knew who I was. There were there was 10 times as many guys that when I said I didn't like their band on the radio, were like, "Fuck that motherfucker." That motherfucker's a dick.
See, and that gets back into what we talked about before, though. I mean, it's a whole different topic. I mean, like we talked about, if you're going to put your stuff out there, you're not going to get the positive opinion. But in terms of your show, I mean, I understand that, like, the whole, like, shtick of the show is, like, rip on people and everything, and, but, I mean, at some point, it's pretty obvious when someone's being serious.
Right, exactly.
Especially when you, did you start the interview by saying, hey, did you say, well, Jason had to, he has this blinking system and I recorded?
We did.
Yeah, so if you tell people that,
yeah,
and especially if you're not like doing like, hey Jason, how do you play guitar anymore? I don't play guitar. I can't even speak. Like, I mean, like, if you're not making a joke about it, like, how can anybody?
It wasn't. It was a very serious thing, and we just, truthfully, it's because the fucking assholes that follow Blabbermouth are just assholes.
True.
And it was posted on Blabbermouth, and just a flood of fucking shit. But whatever, it's still out there. You could look it up and hear it. I mean, I think we did a nice job with it, but is what it is. You know, you know me, dude. If anything, you know me better than anything. I
Right.
will not take anything off the web.
Oh, well, yeah.
No matter what, no matter who it affects, no matter what it does.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
that Squirter episode with Stephanie.
Yep.
It's still out there. You can still find it. She doesn't like it. That's the one area that Stephanie fucking really has a problem with me. And I haven't changed 1 ounce.
But that's who you are.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
but that's how it should be. You should not have to cater. If you're doing something in public, you're a pussy if you cater. You're just a pussy if you cater to anybody. You know, I mean, let's be honest. I own a family business, right?
yeah, but how
So
many...
I should, in theory, you know, I own not only do I own a family business, but I own a family business where I'm getting the lion's share of the publicity.
Yeah.
We've had all kinds of fucking interviews and newspaper articles or whatever. My name is front and center. And anybody that reads those interviews could easily look me up and say, what the fuck is wrong with this fucking guy?
But you know they're not going to do that.
But they could.
Okay, they could, but are you also out there going, hey, thanks for coming to my museum. Hey, check out my radio show. You're also not forcibly promoting that
Well,
because you know the content is
but,
not...
But where was the show at the opening?
Very
Front
true.
and center.
Very
Front
true.
and center.
But how? But honestly, at the opening, and we're talking about the May 23rd opening.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Who was there? It was all your friends and everybody who knows you guys. So it's not like you just brought like, you know, Joe Schmo off the street with his like 6-year-old
Yeah.
kid and say, hey, listen to me say fucking cunt for like 6 hours straight, you know?
There has been people so far that will not come back because of my radio presence.
At the museum?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
You've been told that, huh?
Yep. And that's okay. You know, because that's not... I will never back down from who I am. And you know that.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know, last week, and I'm not going to get into it too much this week, but I'll tell a short story, but that'll be much more explained because Neely actually asked me to save this for next week.
20 minutes later.
No, it won't be that long.
This is us.
I had a major issue this week with the LGBT.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it Kim Davis related?
No, it was in the newsletter. We do a ladies' night, or we were doing a ladies' night
For the museum?
for the museum.
Okay.
Ladies get in free with a paying customer.
Okay.
So I put in some catch line about, come out with your husband, your boyfriend, your son, whatever, and ladies get in free.
Oh, so let me guess. You caught shit because you didn't mention female.
Immediately caught shit about not giving, well, what about girl on girl? What about the LGBT? Whatever. And my answer back was very short and to the point. The special is for paying customers that are guys. End. I'm not going to play your game. Just because you have a cause doesn't mean I have to adopt it just because it's politically correct. And I told her flat out, I told the girl and then the 15 other people that came behind it, I will never fucking apologize because they wanted me to apologize.
Oh, boy.
And I said, I will never apologize. I didn't say anything wrong. And what about? Here's what about. I didn't offer what you're saying as a special. You don't get to fucking dictate my fucking business. I dictate my business. And you can eat a bag of fucking carpet.
Now, you started out by saying you advertise this as a ladies' night?
Yes.
That's a weird. Okay, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But if you're going to advertise it as a ladies' night,
Yeah.
that kind of advertisement sounds like you're saying, "I'm dictating to ladies right now."
Okay.
So maybe the promotion of it could have been different. I mean,
Maybe it could have been.
I completely agree with you.
Maybe it could have been. But that doesn't matter to me. It's my promotion. It's my fucking business, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Would you have considered admitting that you phrased it wrong?
No, absolutely not. I phrased it exactly how I wanted it to be.
Well, then it's not a ladies' night. You weren't offering a ladies' night. You were
Yes,
offering
I was.
No, you weren't. You were offering a dude's night.
No, I was offering ladies get in free.
That's not a ladies' night.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. You just said if a dude paid, other people could get in. Mm-hmm. That's a dude's night, man.
Well, from now on, it will be dude's night.
Well, all right, well, that's okay. But I'm saying I think you phrased it wrong. I'm on your side 100%. I agree with you 1,000,000%. But I think you phrased it wrong. That's
Maybe. But my point is this. No one will ever dictate to me how I'm going to run my business.
Oh, and I agree. You and I have had that discussion, like that cake business about, I mean, I agree with you on that. If you are a private business owner, it's only up to you and no one else as to what rules apply. I mean, I agree with you 1,000,000%.
If I was a cake business owner, and I didn't want to sell cake to fucking queers, what I would fucking do is I would simply say, my business only prints guy's name and girl's name. Period. You can buy a cake if you're gay. Come on and buy it. But it better not be to Steve and John. It better be to Steve and Michelle. Or I won't do it.
As long as you lay down the rules, I see no problem with that.
Yeah. And I mean, even like this whole Kim Davis nonsense, since you brought it up, I'll go there. I understand she's an elected official. If she's an elected official, I still don't see any jail time for not following, I personally, I don't see any jail time. They should just fire her ass.
Well, there's got to be a law there. So if a judge actually said you're in contempt, there's got to be some kind of law there.
How can a judge say that you're in contempt for not doing your job?
How can a judge throw somebody in jail when there's nothing there?
Well, that's my point.
That doesn't fucking happen.
If she's an elected official, what she should be is terminated from the job.
Without a doubt.
And that's fine. If you want to fire her, that's fine. I don't see that she did anything legally egregious. I see the organization did something legally egregious. And if she is an elected official and didn't step down, well, then she should be forced out. But jail time?
When I saw that it is because of contempt, I mean, there has to be something legally there because, I mean, you can't just throw somebody, a judge can't go, no, you're in jail. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's no way you can do that. So there had to be something there. And so that whole thing is that's a whole different can of worms. I mean, the whole thing was so fucking stupid, it just defies description. I mean, it was, if she wants to be belligerent, and go by her beliefs, okay. I mean, that whole video was just, I mean, what the hell is that noise?
My other computer over there.
Oh.
I'll kill it.
Is someone calling you on your other computer?
Killed, yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, if she wants to do that and say, I'm not giving you a license, and, there's injunctions. I heard the word injunction in the video a few times and stuff. And, I mean, honestly, the only thing she did wrong was when the guy's like, well, by whose authority, by whose authority, by whose authority, and just like was beating it up, and she goes, by God's authority. That one sentence was the whole crux of the issue.
Yeah,
if she would have just, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it, it wouldn't have been nearly a big thing. But when you bring the religious aspect of it, then you get everybody's feathers all up ruffled, and it's fucking ridiculous.
But the reality is, with that particular, why is this not ringing on my fucking computer here?
What, you got a call coming in?
Yeah. Oh, it's Neely.
Oh. He must be drunk. Hey, Neely, call in on the proper number.
Hello? Hello?
Why is he not calling on the right number? Nice.
I'll text you the right number to call.
Hey, caller, you're on the Classic Metal Show. Go ahead.
I'll call you right back.
Well, this is enthralling.
I'll call you right back.
How does the main host of the show not know the number to fucking call? Can someone explain that? Yeah.
This thing is just not acting right.
What, his phone?
No, the fucking Skype.
His knowledge of the number to call?
No, he dialed it. It's not ringing. It's right here. Let's see.
Oh, boy. Well, at least that cut us off on religious, like,
Yeah.
gay marriage clerks.
Yeah, I know, because I really don't want to get into fucking politics tonight.
You know, I can't get into politics. I don't know the first fucking thing about it.